very much on like male empowerment. I think we got too many soft men in this generation, to be honest. I don't know how you feel about that. I'd actually like to hear your thoughts on that. Do you think men this generation are sort of soft?
Soft. Yes.
Yeah.
I think all these men are in their soft eras. They don't want to settle down. They're scared. And y'all need to wake up. All of you,
I
if you're
don't
hearing this.
I don't think the men not wanting to settle down makes them soft. I think men are just
Little
soft in
bitches. What do
general.
you mean?
There's the
They're
opinions we want.
scared. Like, why are you scared? And it's not, I'm not talking about my ex. I'm talking about all my
Yeah.
clients that say the same thing
But
and tell me all these things.
do you not think that men, this generation of men, have lived in a world of women leading those men, and that's made them
Hmm,
soft? Because that's what I think. That's why people
could
like
be.
Andrew Tate, that's why people like Myron, who's not as extreme as Andrew, but like Myron, whatever, that's why they get so popular because men don't have male heroes anymore. Back in the 40s, 1940s, 1920s, we had Winston Churchill in the UK leading us to war. We had 16-year-olds, 20-year-olds signing up to join the army. If there was a world war today, and I'm not saying this like I'm some brave hero, if there was a world war today, the men would run and hide behind their mums. That's the generation we live in as men. Like, the men are so
That.
weak, we're so soft, and it's low key pathetic. I'm
I
embarrassed
agree.
sometimes. I'm like, shit, I need to take some pain in my life because it's like, it's not good enough. And that's why men like Andrew Tate and Myron, they do well because in fairness to them, they tell you how it is and they say you need to fucking stand up and be a man. And I respect that part of it. Um, but I also think we've become so soft because everyone gets a fucking trophy these days. Let's all celebrate that we all ran the race and we all get a trophy. No, fuck that. You either win or you lose. That's how it is. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be I took part trophy. I think we've all come like I honestly hate the modern generation quite a lot because I think we become so overly sensitive that if someone says one bad thing, they get cancelled. One bad
I
comment doesn't make you a bad person. It means you just slipped up. If you repeat that mistake, then you're a bad person, then you're a shit person, then you're whatever. But if you say one bad thing, I don't think you should be cast out it's outrage culture. People just want to be upset about something because it makes them feel better about their pathetic lives. That's my opinion. That's my mini rant over.
Yeah, I don't like this generation. I agree with you on those topics.
And going back to like previous generations, I wish I dated in the 60s, the 70s, where I could go into a jazz bar. I always say this story. I could go into a jazz bar, I could see a pretty girl, and I could go walk up to her and say hi to her. Yes, I can do that these days in a nightclub, but are people in a nightclub on their best form? No. Dating apps, it's just become who looks good on a picture. They could be an absolute horrible human being. I've experienced that. Some of the most attractive girls I've gone on dates with are some of the worst people I've ever met in my life. Um, and I just miss
It's
that sort of
terrible.
old school. I miss that old school romance where it's sort of like I see a pretty girl, I go speak to her, we hit it off, and that's the start of our so-called love story adventure. As cringe as that sounds, um, modern dating is absolute trash, and that's what partly why I do this podcast. But I think also we're so superficial as a generation, so superficial,
Yep.
and it's not even the hot people anymore. Like if I'm being brutally honest, you got 4 out of 10s acting like they're the shit because it used to be you're the prettiest girl in the all right in England, you're the prettiest girl in the village. In America, prettiest girl in the city or the town. Now it's a bit like probably how you are. You probably got men hitting you up all over the world, and it's
I
just a bit
do.
like it. And then, but you get girls who aren't very attractive. Like who are getting hit up all over the world, and it gets to their head, and then they start thinking they're better than these men who deserve a chance. So I would defend that. It has gone a bit crazy. So that's my rant over. I've had a little bit to drink, so that is probably why that came out. But I think it's important to remind people. Let's get on to those notes, and let's let you do some talking. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that clip with Kaylin, then please hit that like and subscribe button. I have so much love for you all that are showing love and support for this channel. And if you enjoyed this sort of content, you know, my content about dating, then please show the channel some love. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below on what sort of guests you want, and hit the subscribe button because it really does help the channel out, and it will let me know what sort of content I can bring to you guys. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed my conversation with Kaylin. She's had some awesome experiences. And as I said, guys, if you enjoyed that video with Kaylin, then hit that like and subscribe button. And why don't you check out my latest video, which will be up here. Peace.